my channel. Today I'm going to be filming this look, glowy and sexy. So if you guys are interested in this look, keep on watching. So I already went ahead and primed my face off of camera. I went ahead and I used the Nieva Mint Sensitive Post Shave Balm. So lately I've been doing my eyes first and then my face, but this time I decided I'm going to do my face and then my eyes. To switch it up a little bit. So you guys can see I do have a lot of like pink, redness, undertone. So I want to go ahead and cancel that out because today I want to look pretty even. I don't want any red to shine through or anything like that. So I'm going to be using a green concealer. And this one doesn't have a brand, sadly, but you can use any green concealer if you have this redness problem. But not everybody has a redness problem. But if you want to go ahead and correct it and conceal, go ahead and do so. I'm just going to dab this on right here. Right here. Especially with these lights that are like so bright, it makes my face even redder. And I'm just going to use a little Real Techniques sponge to blend this out. I know I look crazy, but it's okay. I'm going to be applying the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in the color 102, which is Shell Beige. Yeah, Shell Beige. And I'm going to be using the Beige Cosmetics Sculpt and Blend brush, something like that. I haven't used this in a while, but my most viewed video is the review that I did on this. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll go ahead and put the link down below, or you can go ahead and click one of these sides. It has a little eye that I have my suggested videos for you guys, okay? Have oily skin, combo oily skin. I like to have my base to be pretty matte, and then I'll go ahead and like highlight my face so good and give me that glow. But I can't do like a dewy foundation and then some glow and then this and that, because then I'm gonna look like a grease ball, and that's not gonna be cute. There's a difference between glowing and looking cute and then looking like a grease ball. Before I conceal my eyes, of course I have to correct it just a little bit because I have just a little bit of tiny circles, dark circles. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Maybelline Age Rewind Brightener. That's going to help to brighten up that baby. I couldn't even open it. So I'm just going to put it right here. Nothing too crazy, just in that area to brighten that up. With the Real Techniques little blender, I'm going to go ahead and just blend that out. You can use your fingers or a brush, whatever you like. So for concealer slash highlight, I'm going to be using the Tarte Creaseless Concealer in the color Light. And I'm just going to grab a little bit because a little goes a long way. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight first my chin, my nose, my forehead, and then my under eyes. And I'm just going to use my Real Techniques sponge again to just blend that out. And what's going on with my voice? Before I start my highlight, I'm going to go ahead and contour my face. I'm going to be using the NYX Wonder Stick Pencil in the color Medium. So I'm going to use just the contour side of this. And I'm going to contour the heck out of my forehead because, man, I have a big forehead. And then I'm going to give myself some nice little jewels. Not jewels. What the fuck? Cheekbones. I'm going to try to blend this out with the Beige Cosmetics Sculpt and Blend brush. So let's see how that works. You guys, I can never speak. I get so mad. Like, no matter how hard I try to speak right, it doesn't work out for me. So I'm just going to blend this out. Now to set my highlight, I'm going to be using the Airspun Loose Powder in Translucent Extra Coverage. And I'm just going to use again my damp Real Techniques Beauty Booty. I'm going to call it Beauty Blender sponge. And I'm just going to dab this part of it on the powder and just tap that on. And what's it called? I'm gonna let that bake for a little bit. So I already went ahead and I did my brows off of camera, but now let's move on to the eyes. So for the eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and use my MAC Paint Pot and Paint Chili as my base. And with my finger, I'm just gonna apply this all over the eyes. So for this look, I'm going to be using my Naked 3 palette. Yay! I love this palette, it's so cute. I'm going to use my Coastal Scents BR250 brush, and I'm going to go ahead and grab the color Limit. And I'm gonna apply that as my transition color and on my crease and just basically all over the eye except the eyelid part. I'm gonna put this as my transition, crease, outer part, and then a little bit in the inner part. And I'm gonna apply it on the outer part of the eye. I originally didn't plan it to be, you know, a darky look. I was trying to do something light, but you know how it always goes. Just applying this on the outer part of the eye. With my finger, I'm going to go ahead and grab the color Dust. And I'm just going to apply this all over the eyelid area. This is the best way to get the pigmentation out of this color because, man, with the brush you don't get anything. Now with Factory, I'm just going to apply this on my lower lashes. With a brush like this one, I'm going to go ahead and grab the color Dark Side. I'm just going to blend that and smoke it out. With the same color Dust that I applied on my eyelid, I'm just going to apply it on the inner corner of the eye to give it that highlight. So back to the face, I'm going to go ahead and bronze up my face. I'm going to go over that contour with some bronzer. I like to cream contour first because I feel like it works better as my base. Because if I try to contour just with powder or bronze up with just with powder, I feel like it leaves some patchiness. I don't know if that's just me. Does it happen to you guys too? Let me know. But I'm going to be using the Hoola bronzer. I haven't used this baby in forever because it's kind of broken and I'm so sad about it. But I'm going to use it with an angled brush like this one. So I'm just going to grab a little bit. Ooh, tap some of that off. And then I'm going to just go over the contour. So I don't want my cheeks to be too pink, but I don't want it to be, you know, just pale. So I'm going to be using this MAC blush in Launch Away. And I'm going to be using my Morphe M500 brush. So I'm just going to grab some of that product and just smile a little bit and put it on the apples of my cheeks. So for highlight, everybody's favorite part, I'm going to be using a new highlighter. It's from Inglot. It is a Sparkiling Dust. I'm not sure if that's the name of the color or just the product in itself, but it's a Champaign color. And I'm just going to use my fan brush to apply that. Ooh. I know that you can apply this one wet or not wet, but oh my gosh, look at that glow, you guys. So the lashes that I'm wearing today are the Social Eyes and Minx 2.0. I hope that's how you say it. To finish the eyes, I'm just going to apply the NYX Wonder Pencil in Light. And I'm going to be applying this on my waterline. So time for the lips. I'm going to be lining my lips with this lip liner in the color Rosita or something like that. I can't pronounce that. And it doesn't have a brand, so I'm going to swatch it right here so you can see what it looks like. Just like that. But I'm going to line and fill in my lips with this. For lipstick, I'm going to be wearing my MAC Honey Love lipstick, which is basically the same shade as the lip liner. To make this look a little bit more glowy, I'm going to go ahead and put some lip gloss. I'm going to be using this NYX Mega Shine Lip Gloss in the color Baby Rose, which is this one right here. So this is the final look. Hope you guys liked this tutorial. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, drop a beautiful comment. Any requests or anything like that, also leave them down below. What look do you want me to do next? What palette? I hope I have it. If I don't, you have to wait till my next paycheck so I can get it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out the description bar. It's going to have all the links, all the things that I used in this video. And also going to have links on other videos that I have suggested for you. So make sure to check that description box. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all the good stuff so you can keep up with me. And I will see you guys next time.